today. Definitely some cooler temps here.
A little bit of a change.
Yeah,
yesterday,
definitely.
It was summer-like. Near 90, it was 90 degrees, near record high temperatures. We had thunderstorms, we had 60-mile-per-hour winds around the metro, some heavy rains, and then today, cloudy and cool fall weather. That is for sure with a north breeze. As some of these high temperatures on this map were actually achieved at midnight, and during the afternoon it was actually a couple degrees cooler as you were stuck in the low 60s all across southwest and southern half of the state because you saw a little bit more rain. And it was feast or famine 24 hours ago. You can see off toward the north and the heavier rains off towards the south and southwest, not much off towards the northwest as some areas saw a quarter to 3/4 of an inch here across metro on average. Is a 20.81 in the record book so far this year here in Oklahoma City. We're still running 10.5 inches below average. We still have that drought ongoing across the entire state. It didn't matter how much rain fell last night. We really weren't going to make much of a dent. We have to have consecutive heavy rain events to really put a dent in. But nonetheless, we'll take every drop, right? Half an inch officially so far, 0.51 here for the month of October. So there's that little spin of low pressure. It's kind of shearing out as the main jet streams diving in from the north. And this, look where this direction is coming from, way from the north, straight south. We know this time of the year we're starting to see those stronger pushes of cold air, and this will make a big difference across a good portion of the central and eastern half of the United States over the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. As the first snowfall is likely to occur here across the Great Lakes and even the Ohio Valley in the next couple of days. For us, yeah, no snow for us, but it will be noticeably cooler and some frost and freeze nights here coming up. 60 degrees, we're still holding on some cloud cover, so that's acting like a blanket, now allowing those temperatures to cool down. But the dry air is filtering in with that north wind. Dew points are down in the low 40s. So once we clear out, those temperatures will cool down. A lot of locations in the 40s. Already the 40s off to the panhandle. Some sprinkled in upper 40s to low 50s where the clouds are thinning out from north and northwest. And then those clouds will move off towards the south here slowly here for the overnight. By tomorrow morning, a lot of us will pretty much be sunny and start the work week on the sunny side. North winds kind of light in nature, but still enough to help move the air. So this will be a warmer night than the next 2 nights because what's going to happen is the first front went through. The colder air lags behind with a drier push of air. You'll notice that tomorrow. North wind, lots of sunshine, but the air will actually become drier throughout the day, and that'll allow those colder temperatures, especially at night, to settle in with the lighter winds. So some lake effect snow, some accumulating snow across the Great Lakes into the Ohio Valley, into the northeast with this big area of low pressure driving that colder air, and with lighter winds both tomorrow night and again on Wednesday morning. Some of the coldest air since we've seen since March is going to head our way, but it'll be short-lived. Another warm-up with temperatures 70s and even a couple days in the 80s are still in the forecast as we head towards later in the week. Our average first freeze is not till November 4th, and we're going to come close to it here in a couple nights. 30s, 40s, and 50s as clouds clear out. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, but it's going to be a cool one, only in the lower 60s with a cool north breeze. So especially in the shade, it'll feel cool as we stay below average. And then Tuesday morning, 30s and 20s, but most of us, maybe a light frost. We'll stay in the upper 30s. Tuesday afternoon, only into the 50s, some 40s off towards the north with lots of sunshine, and that'll set the stage for a cold Wednesday morning with 20s and 30s with frost and our first freeze, killing freeze for some Wednesday morning. And then there's those 80s return as we head towards the weekend and maybe a bigger storm system with another cold front, maybe chances of rain and storms in about 9 days. The Blitz is up next.